move into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Green flag, we go racing. So Walt sticks the bottom into 1 and 2. Smith driving up and around and got it down the back straightaway. Cam Smith with the lead on lap number 1. Solwald second. Heath in third. Down on the low side. Solwald settling in. He has got Heath knocking down the cushion, looking for room up and around him. Jason put the left front down on the apron, coming off of 4. Smith has stayed upstairs here. Hammered down on the loud pedal for Cam Smith, who's looking to extend the advantage. 4 seconds behind him. It is Heath all over Solwald. Solwald drifts high to the top of the racetrack in turn number 2. Colton the car length back even less as Solwald now has migrated up top, and here comes Trey Starks looking for room. We've got 1 around at the bottom of turn number 2, and that's Peyton Drake drawing our first caution. Back underway. Solwald looking low here on the restart. Can't get by him. Here is Heath challenging the outside groove on Solwald for position number 2. Second place up for grabs is Heath. Trying to find momentum on the high side. Solwald migrates up there at the end of the corner. Colton has to jam on the brakes. Jason back downstairs at 1 and 2. Colton too far up racetrack, and here comes Starks looking for third. Trey Starks slides from low to high, and Trey into position 3. Race leader is Smith. Trying to open up a straightaway's worth of advantage on Solwald. That battle for third still good though, as Heath tried coming back underneath Starks at 3 and 4. Starks faster on the top at 1 and 2. Adds a little breathing room in between them. 5th is Kai Dixon, 6th is Levi Hilliard. Hilliard trying to get low on Dixon. Grab onto down there. Back in the field, action continues with Bill Rude in the 33. 66 of Tanner Holm is up on him. Holm low, Rude high. Tanner picking at the bottom. Now swings up to the top in 1 and 2. Angles the nose of the car down racetrack as Rude floated too high off 2. Give the spot to Tanner Holm as he races in position 7. Levi Hilliard as we're 11 laps in. Your race leader, Cam Smith, is getting into traffic. First up, it's the 0 of Ashley Johnson. He'll move to the inside, shows the wheel to Johnson. Solwald trying to close in. Johnson holds her line up the high side as Drake rolling to a stop at the top of turn number 2. Now he hasn't stopped. He is just off the pace. Back to green. Solwald bids for the bottom. You can see Starks slingshotting up high. Get a run on Jason Solwald. Solwald holds down low, but can't get there. Smith staying true to the battle plan. He's up top, but not getting as far away as Starks looking for the momentum pass around the high side on Jason Solwald. Solwald low. Starks has now shown himself. Jason down to the bottom to try to force him even further up racetrack. Wheel to wheel for second as Starks now into the middle. Cheats to the cushion. Doesn't quite get off it the way he wants to. Jason hangs on to the 2 spot for now. Like we've seen before, when under fire, Solwald moves off the bottom, gets to the middle, not the top. Might have gotten himself a little bit of room to get away from Trey Starks. Starks hasn't been unbeatable in the 360 this year, but he has been really, really good. The winner of our Bob's Burger and Brew 360 Nationals, pocketed 26 grand for that. Runs third right now is the man looking for the feature win. He's not been there in a little while. Cam Smith in the 17. That car is locked to go to the bottom. Coming up on Dustin Gehring in the 51. Gehring sees him down there. Smith, got to get around the slower car, got to do it quick. 11 laps to go. Smith makes the move. So Walt's still second. He's got to run up on Gehring and get by him as well. As Smith has another piece of slower traffic, lingering ahead of the 0 of Ashley Johnson. So Walt will get by Gehring. Starks trying to follow. Now Smith down low on the 0, trying to put her a lap down. Solwald closing here as Smith will get by. 9 to go, and Jason Solwald on the prowl. Getting stronger around the low side. Smith up on the cushion, Jason down on the bottom. Well, even with him at the corner apex. Up top, Smith. Got to refine the rhythm and refine the speed. Solwald getting stronger with 7 to go. Down low, Jason Solwald has found his rhythm. Smith into 1, loses ground, down low, Solwald bid for the lead into 3. Slides up, takes the groove, lap 24, Jason Solwald to the point. Smith gets down in 1 and 2 to follow, but loses ground to him off of corner number 2. Jason Solwald with 5 to go as the 18 car coming alive. Right before High Limit comes to town, is Solwald ready to defend home turf? He's got 4 to go. Starks now pressuring Smith, looking for position. As Levi Hillier has rolled his way up into 4th place with 3 laps remaining. Starks around Smith, and Smith pointing the wrong direction in the corner. Cam Smith, wrong way. Jose in turn number 3. What heartbreak for him to interrupt those top 3. You can see Solwald bring the car down, take her off, green flag. It's a good restart for Solwald. Starks in pursuit with Hillier trying to poke a nose downstairs. Solwald getting away. Starks trying to reel him in down the back straightaway. Closes the gap a little bit. Down to 2 to go. Starks way up high. Hillier down low. Not letting him get away for 2nd. Solwald starts 1 and 2 low. Exits up high, like almost sliding himself. Make sure nobody bonsais underneath him as we're down to 1 lap left. Back straightaway for the final time. And a feature win tonight for Jason Solwald in the Sheila Ray Motorsports 18. Trey Starks is 2nd. Levi Hillier is 3rd.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause. Picks up the win in the 360 Sprint Car Division. Man, oh man, I feel like few better or any of them can really roll the bottom the way you can around Skagit Speedway. And everyone was up top tonight's A main. You just stayed the course on the bottom. What did you find down there that worked so well?
I think our car just suits it best down there, and it takes a little bit to get the angles right, but sometimes I look like a fish out of water and I miss it, but 9 times out of 10 I can hit it pretty good. That's just hats off to the Mike Anderson, and it's a rough week this week. Got stung by some hornets, and I'm allergic, so it was a bad week. But you gotta thank Dave, my wife Casey, and thank Trey for letting me win today. Steve, Blanton, everybody that helps us.
Well, you pick up the win tonight. The 410 raced next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday with the Kubota High Limit Sprint Car Series. Where are you feeling going into that big weekend?
Well, if the track's similar to this, if it's got a bottom on it, then obviously we got a good shot. But if there's no bottom and I got to rip up there with the kids, the odds are in their favor.
Well, Jason Solwald gets it done, and he'll stand top of the podium. Trey Starks gives a handshake and comes home in 2nd place. Trey, you kind of just bide your time and slowly picked him off and make your way through.
Yeah, a little bit. We are just struggling to get the race car figured out and the track where it's going to go. We were close. I think if we could have sealed the deal with Jason there, we were alongside of him 1 lap. I think it may be a different story, but there towards the end, he was making the bottom work a lot better than I could. He had more options than I did. So, we'll take that, learn. We'll see what the track did. The track's definitely changing a little bit here since pretty much since Dirt Cup. It's been just a little bit different than we expect. So we're going to have to be a little bit different, but it's a good tune-up for next week, and we'll see what we can do in this 410 feature.
Well, Trey Starks comes home 2nd. He's got 1 more feature to run, as he mentioned. We'll chat with Levi Hillier, who finishes in the 3rd position. Levi, that initial start looked anything but comfortable for you. You just lost spot after spot, but you settled in and found your rhythm to get back forward. But kind of what was that race like, and what happened on the initial start?
Yeah, the start, I don't know if it was a big fuel load or dirty air, but I went into one and got tight and then almost got ran over in 3 and 4. But honestly, from there, I was just kind of driving mad, trying to get to the front. But no, all in all, it was a really good night. My dad and Justin, DJ, they've been working really hard. I've been getting this car really fast so I can go out and try and get good podiums like this. So to be able to get 3 podiums in a row for 3 different weeks is really cool, and that doesn't say enough about this Rudine Racing team. So happy to get another podium, and we'll just keep digging, trying to get to that top spot.
Well, Levi Hillier on a nice hot streak with podiums, and he finishes off third. But Jason Solwall gets the win tonight in the 360 Sprint Car Division.